Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, January 4th, a bitter cold morning here in the Mid-Atlantic region. In fact, it's the coldest morning in about a year here throughout the Mid-Atlantic region. Temperatures right now are in the low teens here in the Philadelphia region, and this cold air extends all the way down into Florida. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 20s in central Florida this morning, and in the low 40s way down to Miami. A lot of records or near record temperatures early this morning. We'll take a look at that in a moment. This Arctic air mass will continue to hold its tight grip on the Mid-Atlantic region throughout the day today, but it won't feel as harsh this afternoon compared to yesterday, as the winds will diminish quite a bit compared to yesterday. So the wind chills this afternoon won't be as bad as yesterday. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. First of all, here's that Arctic high that's all the way down into the southeastern states this morning. And when you see an Arctic high way down in the deep south, that spells trouble for Florida. And sure enough, there's temperatures way down into central Florida that are below freezing. Here's a 19 right here in central Florida, and down to the low 40s right now across the Miami region. Well, this high pressure will slowly move off the coast today, and this weak disturbance here to the north will increase our clouds this afternoon, and it'll be cloudy by the time the evening rush hour rolls around, and there will be some flurry activity overnight tonight into the early part of tomorrow. Nothing serious, but there certainly can be some flurries from Washington all the way up through New York City later on tonight into the first part of tomorrow, and then skies ought to clear tomorrow afternoon, and it'll become milder, and certainly much milder for Friday and Saturday. Now here's a chart from coolweather.com that shows all these circles down here that are blue or black or purple all the way down into Cuba show record lows or near record lows within 1 or 2 degrees or so, all the way from the mid-Atlantic coast down through Florida. Lots of the black here represents actual record lows this morning, all the way down into the Keys, and in fact down into Cuba there's record low. So this cold Arctic high pressure is certainly extending the cold air all the way down the east coast. And the impressive part about this cold air outbreak is that there's such a lack of snow cover that it's quite impressive that temperatures are records or near records up and down the east coast all the way down through the state of Florida. Here's the latest IR satellite loop, and there's this weak disturbance now through the Ohio Valley that'll increase our clouds rather rapidly from later this morning throughout the afternoon here in the Mid-Atlantic region. There's quite a bit of sunshine right now despite the brutally cold temperatures that we're experiencing right now, but that sunshine will fade quickly later on this morning, and it'll become cloudy this afternoon. And again, there could be some flurries associated with this weak disturbance later on tonight, right into the early part of tomorrow, but then some more clearing skies that you see out here in the middle part of the country will move our way for Thursday afternoon, and milder temperatures certainly for Friday and Saturday. Let's take a look at a couple computer forecast maps from the GFS Global Forecast System. This is for tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, and the GFS is putting out a little bit of precip here, which would be in the form of snow late tonight, early tomorrow. So again, there can be some flurry activity associated with a weak frontal system that'll move on through by early tomorrow morning. It could cause some flurries or maybe even a snow shower or two. Then that pulls out, and we start to get some increasing sunshine tomorrow afternoon. Now here's the computer forecast map for Friday morning, and by this time the Arctic air is pulling out. It's retreating, and we're starting to get some milder flow. Here's a southwesterly flow developing over the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, and temperatures on Friday could flirt with 50 degrees in parts of the Mid-Atlantic region and well up into the 50s in parts of the Mid-Atlantic region on Saturday before another cold frontal passage occurs on Sunday, and that'll start a trend downward again. Looks like next week we'll get a little colder again early next week, then it'll warm up again for a couple of days, and then we could get harsh cold again at the end of next week, and that could set the stage for more sustained cold for the rest of the month of January. More on that later. That's it for now. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.